Hey guys, MCU Collector here with another figure review video, and this time we have the 2-pack, the fan channel exclusive Deadpool and Hit Monkey, just now hitting GameStops across the country. Actually in Texas, I think it started to hit Friday, but because the main warehouse for GameStop is in Texas, everyone in Texas and around that area gets them first. But my local GameStop got it today. I picked them up when I went on my lunch break from work, and here it is. And you know what? It's a pretty awesome 2-pack. Yes, it's another Deadpool. Yes, the Hit Monkey is a reissue from the previous Build-A-Figure, which I don't have, so it works out great for me. Do I need another Deadpool? Absolutely not. Is this a cool pack? Yes, it absolutely is. This thing is loaded with all kinds of accessories, and you know what? It's just a fun package. The white color of the box really makes it pop and stand out. Now, it's unfortunate that you're not going to see this at standard retail like Target and Walmart, for where it's really going to pop and stand out on a store shelf. But if you go to GameStop and see it on the shelf, it'll really stick out because, you know, everything's black in there and dark colors, and you have this white box. It really just stands out. Now, I believe this is like a Miami Vice type of theme. I'll go back and kind of look it up exactly where this look and everything came from. But it's really cool. And again, the accessories are awesome. So we get the Deadpool logo there. We get Deadpool and Hit Monkey in that 80s, you know, style font that I would kind of, I think it's like the Miami Vice font, which I think is where that's from. Side artwork looking pretty cool of Hit Monkey and Deadpool there. We have the Deadpool logo matching the same color scheme throughout the rest of the package. Here we have a look at the two figures on the back of the box, and that's an awesome image right there. Let's take a look at that bio. The bio reads, the most bodacious team up this side of Miami, Deadpool and Hit Monkey make being an internationally feared assassin look easy. That's kind of funny. Here is the UPC for you folks, if that helps. I don't have like the GameStop SKU or whatever, but there is the UPC. Again, it's fan channel, so that UPC may not do you any good. But there is the Deadpool. Look at all those accessories, and bam, there's Hit Monkey. Let's open it up. Okay, guys, here are the Deadpool and Hit Monkey figures out of the package with all of the accessories. So pretty awesome stuff. A couple of things. Again, I don't have the original Build-A-Figure for Hit Monkey, but this guy's hard to stand, and he really doesn't look like he's standing up straight to look straight. Now, I know it's a monkey, but as far as getting him to look like he's looking straight is a little bit difficult because he's really hunched over. That's just that kind of thing. Now, it's loaded with a bunch of accessories, but nothing's actually really new. Now, these headphones, I don't recall seeing these on anywhere. You guys will have to let me know down in the comments below if I'm just misplacing it and forgetting. But some really cool things with these accessories. So we'll actually take a look at the accessories first, then we'll get to the figures, looking at the articulation, get some close-ups of it. But let's get those accessories out of the way. Okay, so here are all the accessories. So here is a guitar that we've seen. This was also the same guitar that was released with the Spider-Punk, but as you can see here, at least they put some design and effort into this guitar versus that one. We get a purple strap, and then a pretty cool little kind of, is it 80s or is it early 90s? I never watched Miami Vice. It was kind of not really my time. If it was on during the 90s, definitely, or if it was the late 80s, I don't even really know, but pretty cool looking. And then we also get the pink zebra painted handgun, the pistol for Deadpool, which is kind of funny. Then we get the unmasked head for Deadpool. Now this one shows all his scars and everything. There is a little bit of a wash on there, so it's very similar to what we've seen previous release multiple times. Here is the half mask that, again, we've seen multiple times, and they look pretty good. Got no issues with them. We get two katanas for Deadpool. They both have the red handles, and then a nice silver paint or silver plastic, so it doesn't look too cheap or anything, so I like that. Here is the Deadpool shield. Now, it is the same shield that comes with all the Captain America figures, like, you know, the Red Guardian figure. It is this clip one. Be very careful with this clip, because if you try and clip that onto his arm, chances are it can break very easily. So please do be very careful with that. So, but it looks really cool. These headphones, again, I don't know if these headphones came with anybody previously. They can kind of fit Deadpool, but I think they're more supposed to be for Hit Monkey, maybe. But either way, you could actually put it on both figures, so that is pretty cool. Just done in a blue plastic with the ear pads being black. Then we get 4 additional guns. These are done in a light gray plastic, these 2 Glocks. Now these are the ones, I believe, same ones that came with the Hit Monkey Build-A-Figure, and I don't know how those pieces kind of fell in line, like who came with what or how that worked out, but Hit Monkey can hold on to these guns. He can't, oh, you can get that finger in the trigger, so that kind of works out great. But again, cheap light gray plastic. Then we get these 2 guns. These are done in a nice silver color. I don't know if that's the plastic or if they put through some paint on there. They're pretty slick and kind of want to slip out of your hand, so I'm thinking it is a little bit of a paint that's over them. And then again, these are the same guns that came with the the Hit Monkey Build-A-Figure in the past, and I think those are all those guns were black, and then they could just fit in his hand like so. And again, we get 2 of them, so Hit Monkey has the 4 guns. Everything else is really for Deadpool. Then we also get Deadpool here that's on top of a like a monster truck remote control car. This is the same one, I believe, that came with Speed Demon that had the Silvermane head from the... What wave was that? Was that the Absorbing Man Build-A-Figure? I can't even remember what wave that was. It was a few years ago. I think Absorbing Man. We just have a black pole with a white flag, the wheels and everything, the whole undercarriage of the remote control truck or car or whatever is all black. The car itself has a nice metallic blue paint to it, which is pretty cool. And then it says Big Pool on it, which I didn't know that. I don't remember seeing that from any of the images. So that's a nice little touch. The head pool is the same that we got previously with the... What figure did that come with? Did that come with Lady Deadpool? It came with one of the Deadpool figures in the Sauron wave before, and again, the little propeller actually does spin on there. We get a nice silver gunmetal color for the helmet and the propeller, and the paint apps of the skin tone, or, you know, zombie skin tone, looks really good. The teeth painted well, silver for the eyes. I think the paint job came out really nice on that. And of course, this is actually removable if only you can pop that off, and that's how it works. Again, same with the Silvermane head, you know, it was removable and you can pop it on and off. This one is a little bit tight, a little bit stiff. You can't get him to go forward or look to the side there. So pretty cool accessories for this pack. Okay, getting up close to see Hit Monkey, and again, this is the same exact figure as the previous Build-A-Figure, except he was wearing a black suit with white shirt, black tie. Here we get a red tie, and I don't know if the skin tone and everything is really the same exact color or not, but again, the entire figure is all the same. He is very hunched over, so it's hard to get him to stand. He has black feet, black hands, and there it is, sunglasses over there. Painted pretty nicely as far as the paint apps go. Looks like there's a couple of things going on some of the teeth inside there, but not a big deal. We'll take a look at his articulation here shortly. Here on the Deadpool figure, we get the nice bright red for the mask. And one thing on the neck, that's supposed to be the skin tone, because again, not again, but this is the same. This is the Nick Fury body from the Captain Marvel Kree Sentry Build-A-Figure wave. This is that body. It's not the older Coulson body, which is hard to stand and everything. This is that newer, a little bit bulkier body. And again, we got red for the hands, red tie. We get these nice, like, you know, they're just white and black, but they remind me of like the snakeskin boot type, you know, dress shoes. They look pretty good on there. But that looks pretty good. But that red really shouldn't be there again, unless he wears a suit underneath. But that should be like skin tone. But they just painted it red. It's just white all around. Nothing really going on there. They even painted those holsters, whatever those are called. I know there's a specific name for those. But they just painted that all that white. You think they would have painted it another color like they did at least with the Nick Fury. But anyway, let's take a look at the articulation on these two guys. Okay, so articulation-wise, we're going to go over Hit Monkey first. So he can look up a little bit. The jacket kind of gets in the way on the back of the head there. He can look down there. You can get a full swivel in there, and there is room for some pivot. You can get the shoulders to go up very, very high. Should be agile. He is a monkey after all. You can get a full rotation in there. There is a swivel at the elbow because it is a single jointed elbow, which you can hyperextend it a little bit, and then you can get that much of a bend on the left arm. On the right arm, it actually seems like you can get quite a bit more of a bend in there. You can get it to go there, which is a little bit more than 90 degrees, I would say. Wrists swivel, and they do both have a hinge, and then the legs can go out that far apart, so you can get full split action going in there. You can kick forward quite a bit. It's a little bit tricky because these legs, you know, don't get straight. There is an upper thigh cut on both sides there. Single jointed knee, so you can get that much bend on the left leg, that much bend on the right leg, and then you can kind of move these things really all around. But like straight would be kind of like that, and then again, that's not even really straight. It's kind of tricky. As far as the feet, there's a full hinge on there, so you can get the feet to go down that much. You can get them to go up that much, and there's a full swivel actually on there, so you can really move these feet around in all crazy different ways. And then it's kind of hard to get him to stand depending on how you do it. I guess if you bend that leg, it might be pretty good, but it's just a matter of getting him to stay. Oh, look at that, I actually got him to stay. That's actually not so bad. If you get the head to kind of go like that, then it looks like he's kind of looking straight out. But there's his articulation. Not terrible, but also not the greatest. And to think that this was a Build-A-Figure before, that's crazy. Okay, so the articulation for Deadpool, he can look all the way down, he can look all the way up, which is great, so awesome movement there. You get full rotation, of course. There is a little bit of pivot in there. You can get the shoulders, they're very, very stiff, but you can get them to go up quite high. Again, I'm scared I'm going to break it. So you can get the shoulders to go up that high. You get a full rotation. There is an upper bicep swivel there. You get a double jointed elbow, which works out great. Full swivel. At the wrist, there's a hinge, but it doesn't really hinge in so much because of the sleeve to the coat. So that one's really hindered. And the same thing over on this side. It's just because these hands fit so far into that sleeve. There's not a lot of wiggle room in there. There is a waist swivel. You get an ab crunch, so you can crunch down that much. You can crunch back a little bit, but it's difficult because the jacket is really going to hinder that. You can get the legs to go out that far apart, can kick forward that much, can go back a tiny bit. There is an upper thigh cut there, double jointed knee, which works well. Mine is a little stiff. There's no boot swivel or anything, of course, but you have ankle pivot and then ankle that hinges down somewhat, hinges up a little bit, and then I just realized that there is a swivel at that ball joint for the ankle, so you can move the foot in all kinds of weird places. So you can actually do some fun things since it's Deadpool. If like he's falling down, you know, you could do something crazy like this where his foot, you know, is all out of whack because, you know, he has a nice healing factor, so all kinds of crazy things can happen to them and then he'll just heal back. Okay, there's my review of the 2-pack. So a couple fun things that you could do. You know, you can have him holding the pink zebra gun with the shield. Be very careful clipping that onto the arm because the arm is very large, so you can only do it in certain angles. I don't recommend doing it right now. I just have that peg pushed into his hand, so don't clip that on the arm, otherwise you're gonna break that clip, I'm telling you. But anyway, I just kind of stuck the katanas into the back of his coat, just kind of looked like he's holding it. There's no sheath, so he can't really hold it. There's nowhere to store it. But a very fun 2-pack with awesome accessories. It's just really cool. You know, nobody needed another Deadpool figure. I don't know that we needed another Hit Monkey figure, but lots of people missed out. You know, people may not have been collecting at the time. I didn't. So it's nice that I get to get the character, even though I'm not familiar with it. It's just a fun 2-pack to have, and I'm very pleased with it. Again, hitting GameStops now. I'll include a link to like Entertainment Earth down in the video description below, so you guys can order it. Should be hitting all fan channels pretty soon. I believe Dorkside Toys actually had already shipped out a shipment. So, you know, it's going to be available in places. It's if you want to get it. The box really stands out and looks awesome. It's just very fun to kind of mess around and play with. You guys let me know down in the comments below. What do you guys think of the 2-pack? Are you going to picking it up? Did you pre-order it already? Or did you get it? And what do you think of it? And then also, if you guys liked the video, please hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And as always, thank you for watching.